The way that the Vdub Sessions kind of came about, like I said, we were trying to come up with some different marketing things that we could do, some grassroots things, trying to come up with ways we could create opportunities for artists. And I kept seeing this kid with a camera around his neck at every single show I went to, and I couldn't shake him. It was like, if I was at a show, there's this guy in front of me taking photos at the same show. There was mutually born this idea of the Vdub Sessions, that we could put a band, local musicians, any touring musicians that were coming through into this bus, drive it around town, get a couple of takes of a song or two, and cut it down from there. And so that was kind of how it all started.
Oh, oh, don't be shy now. Shy now. Oh, oh, don't be shy now. Shy now. Oh, oh.
Some of my favorite music shows are takeaway shows and the Black Cab Sessions. These shows that put music into unusual places, peculiar places, places that you don't normally see music. And so it was just an opportunity to have fun and do something a little different.
Very vividly remember our very first episode with Taddy Porter, like it was yesterday. I remember pulling up in my car to the old Spy location and offices, hanging out with Ferris and Nathan as the band arrived, getting them all set up, and then finally piling them into the van and then driving around Lake Hefner and not knowing what was going to happen and not knowing if we were going to get pulled over because the top of the camper was up. And there was a lot of unknowns, and I think now we've gotten to a point to where, you know, the vision's a lot more clear, and we know what we can do and what we want to do.
We also get the audio from the Vdub and put it in there. Ali Harder's Vdub, out of the local music rotation, it's one of the most played, and it's an awesome version, and it's the actual audio from when she played the Vdub.
Unbelievable, it gets easy when life gets a little hard.
I mean, for the longest time, Brianna Gaither was by far the hottest Vdub we'd ever done. It was so bloody hot and this was in the early evening. It had to have been 600 degrees, sweat. It was miserable. But if you watch the Brianna Gaither Vdub session, you have no clue that it's that hot.
I think it's the weirdness of filming in a van is what makes it so endearing and special. I love it when you can hear the road, when you can hear things going on outside, when you can hear people honk their horn because they're excited to see the van. I love when the outside world becomes a part of the Vdub Sessions, and I think that's one of the reasons it's so special. And so as opposed to like combating all the things that you would normally leave out of a production, I invite the craziness, and I invite loud noises, and I invite it to be a part of the song, and I think that's what makes it special and allows the song to take on its own identity.
I'm not expecting to sweat.
So we're going to be throwing a Vdub party. After 100 episodes, after 3 years, we felt like it was time to do a little bit of celebrating. It's going to be November 9th from 7 to 10 p.m. We're going to have Taddy Porter headline and Talos. The whole thing is completely free, and everybody's going to be playing acoustic sets. And at 9 o'clock, after Taddy Porter's done, anybody who's ever done a Vdub session is invited to an open mic where you can come and play your song. So again, we're trying to make this open, make this fun, and include everybody that's been a part of the show. I want Vdub sessions to be an Oklahoman thing that you do. When you come through Oklahoma, you want to be part of Vdub Sessions. As much as you would want to stop at a restaurant or stop at a clothing store, we want it to be an establishment, and we want it to be welcoming and inviting and something that want people to be a part of. So we hope to attract more national acts and continue to grow with the local music scene.
My side, you're my God. Thank you. It was fun.